Hey everybody, this is Admiral Newkirk here, coming at.
This is Anacreon casting as well.
And we're going to be coming at you with a Liquid Tyler game. Anacreon, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you see in this game so far?
I'm seeing, SCVs and probes, and I'm a Bronze League player, and I have to say, as in One Shield's situation against any other Protoss, I would be preparing for mass voids like right now. From the start.
Put down an engineering bay on 7.
Now.
Yes, on 9. Before you get your supply depot, put down an engineering bay, build 3 turrets at your natural and your main, then you're safe.
Yes. But make sure you place the three turrets where you're going, where you would place your base.
Yeah. So, yes, while you're still there. So Anacreon is the Bronze Wonder. I am Admiral Newkirk, the king of the metagame, who then gets completely destroyed by it in the HSSTL.
Lol.
And we're going to be coming at you with One Shield versus Liquid Tyler. Anacreon is switching to random, and so his favorite player, he loved watching Liquid Tyler because he's a macro baller, and he has a cool build that goes right after my own heart. Heart Liquid Tyler, you guys can't see it, but I'm making a heart, which is a double upgrade style. So he makes 2 forges, and Tom, why don't you tell us a little bit more about that? Sorry, Anacreon.
Well, earlier, not during a game we were casting, Admiral Newkirk was saying that, especially at high-level playing, upgrades are the key to the game. Like, you can't win without them, because otherwise you can just be like, okay, we both have 200 supply of armies. Upgrades.
So it was a game, we were active. This is giving me a headache. It was a game I was actually playing, and in it, this guy had a crap ton of tanks and Thors, and he had more tanks than me, but I had 2 attack on my tanks, and I had 3 on my bio, and he had nothing on his bio, and so I just waltzed in and I killed him.
Right. I mean, and Tyler, especially with these upgrades, goes in a little earlier than you might normally think. Okay, he's going upgrades. He's going to sit back and
for example,
he has the higher stance, so he's going to sit back. But Tyler tends to play it fairly offensively because, as is said, Protoss death balls are most scary when they're at the front of your base attacking you.
Yes. So a player like Thorzane, this is what Thorzane does. He makes a Marauder. He expands, he gets his engineering bay on 29. I know I'm kind of giving you guys a build order here, but I'm making the build order, or I'm trying to transcribe the build, I'm stealing it. Oh, scouting Reaper, this is fun. Reapers are cool because you can use them to scout, then you can use them to take the watchtowers, then when something is coming to get the watchtowers, you run your Reaper down and then you scout with them. So that's, good job. I like this play. Sometimes I can't pull it off because I like to get my Marauder out really fast versus Protoss, and versus Zerg the Reaper, I'm getting Hellions. But getting an early Reaper is not a bad idea, just as because it's an efficient scout.
Oh, can we look at Tyler's base real quick? Okay, that's interesting.
Tyler opening Zealot Sentry, the standard versus Protoss.
Maybe versus Terran.
Yeah, versus Terran. Or versus Protoss, be mostly Stalkers. He's saving Chrono Boost, which, guys, if you see this, you can actually think he may be foregating you, because if he's saving but then again, Huck doesn't spend his Chrono Boost. Protoss players tend to win without spending their Chrono Boost, which makes me wonder why they need it.
Yeah, there was another. I'm suddenly reminded of a Day 9 joke that it was like, okay, well, if you're going to long distance mine, you can at least justify it by saying that other players do it. So I lost long distance mining, but Huck long distance mines, so it's okay.
See some shiftiness here coming by the Reaper, and guess what? You can't force field Reapers. It doesn't work. Yeah.
This is like, whoosh.
I'm down. Maybe that's the answer to early game. Whoa! Holy crap! Think about this. You know how Protoss will foregate, and then they'll the other guy will try to sentry him right there, and then they'll try to get one guy up so they can all shoot?
Sure.
Maybe if I bring a whole mess of bio and he force fields this ramp, I just bring along 1 Reaper and jump it up. Holy shit. I've never thought of that before.
Something to try out sometime.
Alright, we actually might as well get back to casting this game. Thorzane, One Shield has 3 barracks up. He's getting out his stim upgrade. He also has good to put a supply depot here. Putting here supply depots there, and there is a really good idea. It does make them really vulnerable to Void Rays, but they are better for scouting your base so you can't proxy you and stuff.
Right.
And also Nidus Worms come out of there a lot, so just remember to do that because I don't like Nidus Worms.
Not that Nidus Worms would show up in this game, but
That'd be awesome. Tyler opening.
Split out, attacking both players.
The Zerg Swarm has... Oh, wow. He just force-fielded a Reaper. Let's watch. Tyler's a baller.
They said it couldn't be done.
Is he seriously spreading his sentries so that way the Reaper can't, like, come up? Zero. Bam!
Oh.
Rejected. That was awesome.
Denied.
That was so cool. Still, going back into this, Tyler is the most aggressive, heavy upgrading player, like, and look at right there, puts down the double forge at the 7-minute mark. God, that's awesome. And he's, oh, right, of course, he's saving his chrono boost for the upgrades. So, essentially what he's doing is he's going mass sentry into heavy upgrades. So that way, after his 1-1 is done, he can transition into pure Stalker Colossus.
I noticed that he tends to stop making sentries while he's expanding and then switches over to, at least in one of the games, he switched over to Zealots, just because they're meaty units that are hard to kill, especially with upgrades.
So, he's basically, this is a very polished build. So he knows that, so he's getting these upgrades out instantly. Once again, Heart Tyler, oh, you're so good. This is such a good play to make. So now he can instead focus on getting better overall units like Zealots or Stalkers.
Right.
Now,
so there's the Zealots
there's probably one other, like, hardcore upgrade player I can think of, and that's Thorzane. But the way Thorzane plays it is he goes, okay, guys, I'm going to make my Marauder.
You're going with a Kiwikaki.
Kiwikaki meets German. I make my Marauder, then I go and I make my expansion. Then at 29 food, I make my engineering bay, and then I do 2 drops in the game. And then when I have 2-2, I move out and kill him. Well, Tyler goes, fuck you guys, I'm gonna move out at 1-1 with like 10 food and still win. I mean, he is so aggressive with these, and it's really cool. Now, what I'd like to see him do is I'd like to see him mixed with White Ra, so that way we could see Tyler's aggressiveness and heavy upgrade style mixed with White Ra's propensity for immortal drops. Because, like, White Ra is probably the only consistent pro who successfully executes drops the way they should be done. Also, you notice Tyler only getting his 3rd gas now, while the Terran's expansion is also, let's look at the units tab. Terran is only behind 5 in probes, which is okay, because these guys have chrono boost, and Terran doesn't. And that's why Terran gets mules. Meanwhile, Terran just has his first medevacs out, and if he does want to do like any sort of fanciness with this army, which is relatively scary for what it is, he should have those medevacs with him. He is, this guy's actually looking a little bit like Thorzane, except Thorzane would have had 1-1 upgrades right now. So that's actually a match I so want to see. I want to see Tyler versus Thorzane.
Oh yeah, Tyler was saying he was afraid of Thorzane's thing, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, Tyler's afraid of Thorzane because Thorzane can play Thors, but TVP, at least pre-patch, fuck you, Blizzard. But
that's only on the PTR right now, though, right?
Yeah, we don't actually know if when the patch goes live.
There's a trap coming.
This is actually good play. He's splitting his forces pretty well.
And then Tyler also has some Stalkers prepared.
Yes, because generally around the 10-minute mark is when you want to be prepared for drops. Terrans, just a little note, I calculated this. The earliest anyone intelligent... Oh, this is so like shifty. The earliest anyone intelligent is going to have Broodlords in a TVP or in a TVZ. God, the earliest anyone intelligent is going to have Broodlords is 14 minutes. So if you can get your reactor starport up by 14 minutes, you're going to be safe for Broodlords. All right.
Wait, can those medevacs see the Stalkers? I want to know. So let's.
No, he's just being really careful.
Okay. It's like, oh god, what if there's Stalkers there?
This is good. Hotkey or medevacs. I have a bad habit of not doing this, and then I have to focus on my drops. And don't do this. Hotkey harassment units. He can actually come in with his drop right now, and guys, as a Terran player, this is something you really should do more often. Oh, here, let's go back and see what he saw. Here's something you should really do more often. 4 Marauder drops to snipe tech. Do it. And there are like, against a Protoss, your 3 priorities are, yeah, he saw. Against a Protoss, your 3 priorities are, number 1 priority, that. Number 2 priority, that. Number 3 priority, these. Number 4 priority, that. And then Twilight Councils, Gateways, and Nexi. 4 Marauders go out there to snipe tech is so good. And you'll also notice one shield here has this...
Oh yeah, I saw that in the Tyler versus Jinro game. This was also on Metalopolis, where Tyler's powering both his forges with one hidden pylon, and Jinro stopped it from completing just before the 2-2 went up.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was.
Yeah, Jinro's my favorite player, so Jinro versus Tyler was such a sad day for me. Some decent force fields there. Tyler is not a guy known for his force fields, he's a guy known for his micro, and force fields and micro are kind of different. I guess one shield, this is too many units to, like, defend against with a drop. So...
To use to defend against a drop, you mean?
Or no, yeah, at this point, the drop is defended, but one shield has to keep these here, so that way he can continue to apply pressure.
Right.
Keeping a drop ship here...
Make Tyler not be able to be as aggressive as normal.
Yeah, I have found, like, I like doing drops, and I feel like I'm pretty good at them, and then, so I've just recently been reusing drops more and more and more. I don't like the fact that one shield has stopped producing medevacs. I mean, this is enough Vikings, really, for the amount of Colossi that...
I also get the feeling that Tyler's being less aggressive because, the last thing was interliquid thing, so I get the feeling that there might have been some different, like, knowledge of...
Yeah, because...
Jinro's style and
yeah, because Tyler knows that Jinro's not going to all-in him.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We could see a good use of this drop right here.
Hello.
Those were not good force fields. I'm going to come out and say it. Those were bad. I mean, what did they accomplish? Those were better. I mean, still not great, but better. That he killed enough Vikings there, but at the same time, a big drop. He's going in for it. He's trying to snipe the Colossus Den, by which I mean the robotics bay. No, you fool! You had it mostly down. No, kill it! It's right there. It's just 292 hit points. Ladies, ladies, if you get the thing down to 292 hit points, kill it! Oh my God, I hate you, one shield. It was so right there. Sacrifice those units to kill the Colossus Den. The Colossus is the big, scary unit that goes up there.
Robotics bay.
Yes, the Colossus Den. You heard me. The Colossus is the big, scary unit that shoots you with its eye lasers. These are stalkers. You can kill these so easily with a Marauder.